Good morning. I'm joined today by Steve Huntley from Coram. Steve, welcome to Member Monday.
Morning, Tom. Yeah, thanks very much. It's great just to spend some time with you and to chat. And these Member Mondays have been pretty successful. I've watched the others with interest. So a big shout out to all the comms and marketing people in our industry, and particularly from the BMA who help facilitate this. So yeah, great to be with you.
Thank you, Steve. Well, first and foremost, tell us a little bit about Coram and the family of brands that sit under it.
Yeah, so Coram's an international business, and part of the international business, we've got the UK business unit, which is unique to the group because it's UK manufacturing. And so we have a big manufacturing unit in Bridgnorth where we manufacture all our products for the Impy brand. And we essentially are a house of brands. So we have a number of brands under us, including the Impy wet rooms. Then there's the Coram showers, and then there's brands that are quite prominent across Europe that they won't know probably in the UK, but Gisa, which is our accessories brand. We've got the Tiger and Sealskin. And some people won't know that some of these brands in Europe are quite old. And in fact, our Gisa brand dates back to 1845 when it was founded. So, you know, there's quite a lot of history there in the group, and particularly in the bathroom industry.
Yeah, I think that's got to be among one of the oldest brands within the BMA, I would say. But I mean, on to kind of more new news, if you like. Installer is just on over the horizon and coming up quickly. Tell us about your involvement in Installer and why the installer audience is so important to Coram.
Yeah, so we're passionate about reaching the installer, particularly with our Impy brand. And we've seen the growth of wet rooms across the industry. And Impy has been the market leading wet room for over 2 decades. And so part of that has been very much making aware to installers, but also training installers. And I think over the last 2 decades, we must have trained thousands of installers. And so it's really important to us to reach them, to communicate, but to really raise the awareness of wet rooms. And of course, Tom, I am a little biased because I think wet rooms are the Rolls Royce of showering. And so we are using different vehicles like the installer show. And it's great to be at the installer show. We've got hands-on demos. We've got daily masterclasses. And of course, the BMA are there. So as a BMA member, it's just great to work in unison. I know we get an opportunity to come onto your stand and give a talk, but we're giving masterclasses at 10:30 every day. So for all the installers out there, please do come along and see Impy wet rooms on our stand.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to the show, and one of the things that we will be touching on quietly in the BMA zone is our work around healthcare and adaptations, and that's something which really you've played a key role in leading as chair of our special interest group. What does that mean for Coram and for Impy in particular? The transformation of spaces into spaces that are good for people with all forms of accessibility requirements.
So it's a fascinating subject, and it's been great to be part of the special interest group for adaptations and healthcare. And I have to say, Tom, you know, when we get together, there's such a room of experts, both in product and in their field. And so it's fascinating conversations in those groups. And I'm sure, you know, there's going to be a lot of activism and things that comes out of it. But one of the things that gets talked about a lot, and we're very passionate about, is inclusive design. So for us, we're the pioneers of the level access wet room. We're pioneers of working with local authorities and giving level access and inclusive design for people to be able to shower. And it's amazing how important, you know, showering and the ritual of cleansing, if you're less able, becomes. And so both with supports and seats and grab rails, but very much this level access to be able to shower. That's where we've really made a name for ourselves. So over 20 years, we've not only worked with loads of local authorities and loads of institutions that can really pioneer that work, but we've also moved that into the retail world. And of course, what's really important for us, and now becoming quite prominent, is to be able to have really inclusive design. And what that means is fit for purpose product that really supports and helps the less able to be able to shower, but also that looks and feels good, because you don't just want to put a bathroom into your house that has a clinical feel. There's a place for that. But when you're putting it into your own house, and when you're putting it in for your own sort of mixed generation or less abled bodies within your family, then you want something that really looks nice, feels nice, but fundamentally is fit for purpose. So as pioneers of the wet room level access shower, I think it is something really important to us, and it's something that we're passionate about to continue, but also to partner with other manufacturers to really encourage this inclusive design in what they do.
And your passion for that inclusive design is quite infectious and inspiring for us in the BMA team, as we try to continue to kind of broadcast that message that actually great design can be for everybody. Requirements around access are no barrier to having a fabulous looking bathroom, and is really important, not just for the health requirements, but for kind of wider well-being as well. So really appreciate your time, Steve. Great to catch up as always, and see you at Installer.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure, Tom, and well done. It's been a busy year for you at the BMA, and congratulations on some of those awards. And it's always a pleasure to talk to you, Tom. So I'll see you at the Installer show.
See you soon. Cheers,
Take
Steve.
care. Bye.